Okay fellas, Ben back again on another one. This time we're going to be swapping out the brake pads on my Himalayan. So yeah, I've been using sintered brake pads for so long from EBC, and the way these brake pads come out is it's a piece of cake. These fellas, they just drop out like that, and yeah, you need to kind of I've done it this way hundreds of times, so there you go. This is the retaining pin which comes out, and both pads out. So yep, I technically have about 40 to 50% material left on these pads, but yeah, that's where I think I should call it quits, is because the grab, it's because I am kind of starting to lose out on my rotor a lot. I'm just right at the edge now. I cannot afford to lose any more of my rotor. These pads are fantastic. These pads are really amazing. The only thing is that even before the pads wear down, you will have to replace your rotor. So and the rotor is quite expensive. This is about 2,500 rupees, and the pads are also expensive. They're 3,000 rupees. So don't really feel that this is the right thing to do, to go with EBC sintered again. Maybe the next time I go in for EBC, I might go in for semi-sintered instead of fully sintered. These are amazing. They offer a great bite, but yep, I'm almost on the verge of losing my rotor. So got myself these pads. These are ceramic brake pads. They will not bite into the rotor as much as these metal brake pads do. But that being said, these fellas are fantastic. I put them on my friend's bike, and his braking has kind of improved beyond my expectations. So I'm definitely going to be trying these on my bike as well, and let's see if this is going to make for a replacement of my EBC sintered brake pads. Okay, so but before that, we need to just kind of clean the internals of this is a must. Just cleaning the internals, keeping things clean is very important. I do this regularly, so I know for a fact that my pistons will work well. I mean, if I were to show you how this works, so I squeeze my brake lever and watch very carefully what happens. Yeah, one comes out faster than the other. I need to look into this. So that simply means that this has less friction compared to that. I'll have to free that up a little bit as well. Yeah. Okay, so the way I freed the other piston was by taking a T-spanner, going in and pressing on this nice and hard while pumping the brake lever from the top to free that, to let that come out, whereas this stayed in place. And once you do that, now you can just clean that piston as well. Okay, so once you know that your pistons are all clean, nice and clean, what you can do now is use this fella, wedge it in between and push on this. So there you go, that was the solution. Got myself a nice tool, put this on top with my T-handle, pressed both the pistons back in, and all's well, the pistons are back in. Now all that needs to be done is so all that needs to be done now is to have this fella goes in here like that, yep, there you go. Kind of keeps the there you go. So this kind of keeps the pads kind of floating, not jamming up. There's a bit of a tension here. And now 999 Indian rupees. Vesra brake pads, made in Japan. So time to throw these on and test the difference. Ceramic brake pads for the first time on my bike. One goes there, one goes here. Now to get the retaining pin to do its job. Yeah. There you go. Yep, so 320 grit sandpaper. Getting rid of the surface rust, that's about it, nothing much. Get the shines back. There you go. A little bit of grease. Just a tiny bit on top. And time to put in the pads. Oops, the other way around. Again, There you go. Now let's see if we can run our split pin, and if it comes out, on the other side, we are good to go. There you go. So that is the new brake pads on. Now all we need to do is just put this back on the bike, which is the easiest part of the job. There you go. Of course you can have some sort of Loctite on this. You can have some rubber gasket maker on this. I have applied rubber gasket maker. It's still a little wet, so I can definitely use this just to be doubly sure. If you do give it the right torque, these bolts don't come off that easy. But yeah, just a bit of a Loctite or some kind of gasket maker will do the right thing for you. There you go. The right torque is hand tight with a mini ratchet, and then a quarter of a turn, or somewhere between 1/8 and a quarter. There you go. So, well, that is because of a bent rotor. I'll have to swap out my rotor soon. Yep, so that's that. That does the brake pad swap. Now I need to pump got it. There you go. So that's the new brakes on the bike. Yep. So keeping a check of things and periodic maintenance is key to having a healthy running motorcycle, and I've been doing this for quite a long time now, almost 15 plus years of working on machines. So yeah, the whole point of this channel is to keep you guys inspired, for you guys to go ahead and do things on your own, at least know what to do, how to do, when to do. And if these videos help, they help. As simple as that, nothing more to it. Yep, so if you guys like the video, a big thumbs up, support, and continue to spread the word that there is a dedicated channel for the Himalayan. Yep, that's about it from me on this one. Until the next time, this is Ben signing out for now. Ciao.